Welcome back to the channel BBC Coin. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors, the 1976 United States Liberty 1-cent coin with no mint mark. A coin that many people ignore, but some believe could be hiding serious value. So, before you skip this video, check your coins carefully, because what you're about to learn might completely change how you look at your spare change forever. Let's begin. The year 1976 was incredibly special in American history. It marked the 200th anniversary of independence, the famous bicentennial celebration. During this time, many US coins were redesigned to honor the occasion. But surprisingly, the humble 1-cent coin did not get a special design. Instead, it kept its classic look, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Now you might be thinking, if it looks ordinary, how can it be valuable? That's where things get interesting. The 1976 penny, especially the one with no mint mark, was produced in massive numbers at the Philadelphia Mint. Over 4.6 billion coins were made. And here's the key point. Coins without a mint mark from that time were made in Philadelphia. That's completely normal. So, at first glance, this coin is very common. In fact, most of these coins today are only worth their face value, just 1 cent. Yes, just 1 cent. But wait, don't click away yet. Because there's a twist. While most 1976 no-mint mark pennies are common, certain rare versions of this coin can be worth much more, and this is where collectors get excited. The real value of this coin depends on 3 powerful factors: condition, rarity, and errors. Let's break that down. First, condition. Coins are graded on a scale. The higher the grade, the better the condition. A coin that looks shiny, untouched, and perfectly preserved is called mint state. Now here's where things start to change. A high-grade 1976 penny, especially in what collectors call red condition, can sell for hundreds of dollars. Some top-quality coins have reached values between $150 to $350 depending on their grade. And in extremely rare cases, even higher. But here's the catch. Finding such a perfect coin is incredibly difficult. Most coins in circulation are worn, scratched, or faded, which drops their value dramatically. Second, rarity. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in modern American history, the 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin. A coin that looks common, but hides extraordinary secrets. Let's begin. First, let's talk about what this coin actually is. The 1983 1-cent coin is part of the famous Lincoln penny series, featuring the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front. You'll see the word Liberty on the left side, the phrase "I and God we trust" above, and the year 1983 stamped clearly. On the back, it shows the Lincoln Memorial with the words United States of America and 1 cent. At first glance, it looks like any other penny. But here's where things get interesting. In 1983, the United States Mint made a major change. They switched from solid copper pennies to zinc coins coated with a thin layer of copper. This change was made because copper became too expensive to use. So, most 1983 pennies you find today are actually zinc-based and weigh about 2.5 grams. But a very small number of coins were accidentally struck using the old copper planchets. These rare copper pennies weigh about 3.1 grams, and that tiny difference can mean a huge jump in value. Now here's the exciting part. Some of these rare 1983 coins, especially error coins, have sold for thousands of dollars. In fact, collectors have paid over $10,000 for certain rare variations. So where does the $1,200 value come in? Well, while most regular 1983 pennies are worth only a few cents or maybe a few dollars in top condition, specific varieties, especially those with errors, can reach values of hundreds or even thousands. For example, double die errors, off-center strikes, or rare compositions can push the value into the high hundreds or beyond. Now let's talk about one of the most misunderstood things, the no mint mark coin. Many people believe that a coin with no mint mark is rare. But in reality, a 1983 penny without a mint mark simply means it was made in Philadelphia. And Philadelphia produced billions of these coins. So a normal 1983 penny with no mint mark is usually not valuable at all, often just a few cents unless it's in perfect condition or has a special error. But don't lose hope yet, because the real value comes from rare mistakes. Let me explain the most valuable types you should look for. Number 1. The copper planchet error. If your 1983 penny weighs around 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you might be holding a rare copper coin. These are extremely rare and can sell for thousands of dollars. Number 2. Double die errors. Look closely at the letters, especially Liberty, and the date. If you see doubling, where the letters look slightly duplicated or shadowed, that coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors, the 2006 United States Liberty 1-cent coin with no mint mark. This is not just any ordinary coin. It's part of the iconic Lincoln Memorial series, a design that has been a symbol of American history for decades. On the front, you see the legendary Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, with the word Liberty proudly engraved beside him. Above his head, the famous phrase, "I in God we trust," reminds us of the nation's values. And on the back, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, a tribute to history, unity, and legacy. But here's where things get interesting. This particular coin, the 2006 1-cent with no mint mark, was produced in Philadelphia. And unlike coins from Denver or San Francisco, Philadelphia coins traditionally do not carry a mint mark. So at first glance, this might not seem rare at all. In fact, over 4.2 billion of these coins were minted. Yes, billions. That means this coin is extremely common in circulation. So now you might be wondering, how can something so common be worth $1,200 or more? Well, the answer lies in something most people completely overlook: condition, rarity within condition, and hidden variations. You see, not all coins are equal. Two coins minted on the same day can have completely different values today. Why? Because of grading. Coin grading is a system used by experts to determine how well a coin has been preserved. Coins that are scratched, worn, or dull are considered low grade and usually worth only their face value. But coins that are in perfect or near perfect condition, what collectors call mint state, can be incredibly valuable. For the 2006 no mint mark penny, most circulated examples are only worth 1 cent. Even slightly better ones might be worth just a few cents. But when you move into high-grade territory, things start to change. Uncirculated coins, especially those with strong original shine and no visible damage, can sell for anywhere from a few dollars to tens of dollars. Now here's the exciting part. In extremely rare cases, coins graded at the very highest levels, such as MS-68, have sold for thousands of dollars. One example of a 2006 penny reached an astonishing value of over $2,600 at auction. Yes, you heard that right. A simple penny, worth more than $2,000. So when people say a 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin can be worth $1,200, they're not entirely wrong, but there's a catch. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern coins, the 2020 United States Liberty 1-cent coin with no mint mark, a coin that could quietly sit in your pocket change while holding surprising value. Let's uncover the truth behind this mysterious coin, its real worth, and why collectors around the world are paying serious money for it. First, let's understand what this coin actually is. The 2021 cent coin belongs to the famous Lincoln penny series, featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the front. This design has been part of American coinage for over a century, making it one of the most recognizable coins in the world. On the reverse side, you'll see the Union Shield design, a symbol of strength and unity in the United States. This modern design replaced the older Lincoln Memorial back in 2010 and continues to be used today.